G'day and welcome to the packing station. I'm just going to do an attempted full circuit of collecting bales. So we've got the switch here, it moves over as we come through the corners. I've got my rear tailgate up, so I should be able to grab the bales that are sitting in my loader. I've got 4 there ready to go. So this is just a trial run. Theoretically, technically, should be able to do 20. Haven't done it yet. I've only just finished the track, but I thought I'd celebrate with a full loop. So hopefully we get in here properly. I've changed some of the track around so I've got better grippers, so where the white rails are, and we're basically just holding my finger on go. I've got electric engines, so our speed is somewhat controlled. We'll just see how we go. We've got some inertia on our side, we've got traction going, grab the bales, they're now down on our truck. Now we're going to be testing everything. So see if we've got how Scrap Mechanic handles the extra load on the bogies. I'm looking at the back one there, it seemed to be missing the corner a little bit. No, we're good. So these controller based rails also have locks at each end to stop the rails from moving out of position. So once the curve is created, the tails are all locked down to make them sturdy and connect them to blocks that don't move. So what we're looking at as well is this dot represents a tile boundary. So each of the controller corners is actually on a separate tile. And here we are coming into our switch. Change position back into the straight road, and so you can see that we've kept our vehicle facing forward. So before we picked up the bales, we were facing the other way. So what does mean that if I want to automate this later on, we get a nice straight run all the time. So bear with me time wise. So each of the red lines represent tiles again. So we're just about to cross into another tile, and the reasoning behind worrying about all the tiles so much is in that entire time that we were grabbing bales, my machine could be adding extras to the stack. So I'm not sure how fast it takes to make 20 bales out of the packing machine, but it meant that I would be able to have the packing machine operating while we're on this section of track here. Because we're on the adjacent tile, so Scrap Mechanic loads the tile plus 1 extra, and so here's the corner of the packing station. We're just about to cross out of the tile, so this whole time it would have been loaded, and it will still be loaded once we're on this tile. So it's not until we leave this last tile that the packing station will unload, so we'll be able to process bales for the entire time. So when we get around this corner, where the track climbs again is the start of the next tile. So I've actually got it marked out for the red post on the right hand side as we go around the corner. You'll see it. It's quite discreet now because I was just not using lines anymore, just using poles so I can track it. So there's the edge of the tile. So we stayed on the tile the entire time. We haven't actually left the edge of that diagonal tile, and it's not until we cross over this post that anything to do with the packing station will change. So, look, I lost my bogies on the front, on that corner. Damn. They are. Fix the derail, and let's carry on. This is the first time I've attempted this hill with crates on board. Yeah, I have a habit of calling them bales because we live in Australia, and some of our hay is stored in a big round bale with plastic wrap that can look like the top of those things. Even the colour is the same. So just getting ready to get into the station. So hopefully, according to some of the trial runs, hopefully we'll get a successful delivery. So you guys are witnessing the first full track. Haven't fiddled around with anything too much. I did have a derail. I've worked out what it is. I need to the rail to be taller, so there's more blocks for the wheels to grab onto. That bit of craziness. Anyway, just here in the Scrap Mechanic, if you're ever playing with railways or monorails or any of that sort of stuff, just here, just right near that metal plate, the Scrap Mechanic tiles load, so the actual trader gets loaded at that point, and depending on what you're building, if you don't have your legs in the right spot, you can have trouble with your contraptions. So just make sure you put lots of ground posts in. Alright, getting ready to go around the corner. Our switch is set to curves for us, so we're going to curve to the left first, and we'll go around the platform. So as I get ready on the platform, I'll lower my tailgate, and you'll see some timber features on the far side. The two fingers are to push the bales off, and the platform is to catch the bales. So hopefully we'll have two at the top on the platform and two on the ground. So let's see how we go. I'll get around the corner. As I get around the corner, I'll open my gate and see how we go. As I say, I don't want to drop the load too early. There you go. Bales collected, switch is changed. Off we go to collect the next set. Yay! You guys have just witnessed the first actual deliveries, apart from the derailment in the middle, which I just need to sort out. So some of the other things I can do is, if you have a look, the wheels have got pins hanging off the sides. I could actually put some posts over the top to stop the derail. I think it was because we had a quite tall load. We were there. So yeah, just on the way back home. So the track's a bit derpy there because I couldn't make a nice clean run. And then we're down on the other side. The down is really smooth with my new tracking bogies. The reason for it is the wheels and the bogies actually have their own independent bearings in them, so they move up and down independent of each other. So it helps with the tracking a lot. Seems to be much smoother. And then the small wheels at the back are just to square it up. But you really need the front ones to keep the bogies on the track. So here we are, we're just about to finish a full loop. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of fun now. Just getting all my fruit and veg back and forth on my truck, and clear out this packing station and get it back to operational. Now, it would make a perfect drone. I might just change it to a switch for the electric engine. I've basically held my finger down on forward for the whole time. I didn't lift it up at all. So here we are back into the packing station. I'll park on the rails just as we cross over this tile. It's about the best spot to park my truck. Right there, you can see the change in lag. Alright, that's the tour. Thanks very much for watching.